Hello, friends. I think there was an issue with the connection, and now I'm going to paste the joining link again. Before the trouble. Okay, the connection was lost, so I'm back. So those who will be joining should click the link I've pasted now. And again, I'm going to tell you the rules because the previous session that was cut abruptly, I couldn't even start. That will be deleted. So I'm going to tell you the rules again. 6 persons can be joined in my live streaming at a time, and 4 more can be kept in the waiting section. And this will last around 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. And I'll try to come every night at 11:30, or this may be changed to 11 p.m. during Ramadan. And national words. Racism should be avoided at any cost. Okay, so okay, just give me 1 minute. I think. Okay, I'm waiting basically. I got disconnected. Basically, I got. Yeah, this is the first day, so there might be some issues initially. So I've given the link. I'm pasting again, guys, in the chat box on YouTube, where you are watching me live. So just click the link. Can anyone see me yet? Hello. Please type in the comment box if you can see me. And you should click the second live that shows. The first one was disconnected. I think people are still trying the first one. I think some people are still hanging in the previous one. Guys, you guys should look for the second stream. Guys, you guys should look for the second stream. Yes, Ashik bhai. Yeah, I got disconnected from the first one.
Yeah, the thing like the previous one stopped working. We I think somebody
Think
else, your student and I
others
were
are
actually talking.
trying with the previous one.
Did you manage to actually share the second one? That'll be. Is Iqbal Bhai joining us today or?
Acha, give me 1 minute.
Sure, sure,
I
sure,
don't know
sure.
why the other one is still there. I don't know why. Okay, I'm okay. I think now people are starting to watch this, but I cannot call here. Still, let's wait for a while. এখানে ডিসকানেক্ট হয়েই একটু ঝামেলা হয়ে গেল।
Um, if
Can
you
you just
share the.
Ashik bhai, can you just
Yeah, yeah. Please carry on.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can. Can you hear me?
If you can copy the link of the session and
I'm not getting you. You're breaking up. Is it because of the network?
acha, yeah, I think there is a problem from my end. I don't know why it's happening today.
Sometimes you know that this time of the this in this
First of
hour.
all, I was telling,
Yeah, in this hour of the night, like in this hour of the day.
yes.
Yeah, now, in this hour of the day, the people actually start using
Can you
online
please
uh, meetings and things.
copy the link of this live and paste send me to inbox messenger inbox.
All right, let me do that. No problem. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Okay. Let me check. Let me check. What is it? Uh,
Huh? Again? Is it the second one? We go to YouTube
the
again.
second one starts with KW, I think. Yeah. I just managed to actually get it from there. It's really. Whoa.
এই যে।
Has that been changed? I'm a bit confused because the one I pressed was started with KW, but then this one it said 2MIMG. Whoa.
এটা কি second one?
I'm not sure, Wasif bhai. There are challenges. I can see challenges there.
Ashik bhai, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I think yeah, we're still live on YouTube.
Yeah. I didn't disconnect it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Moli has joined. I'm adding Moli. Yeah, Moli.
Okay. We managed to get someone through finally.
Also, there is one Muhammad Mahbub Khan. Okay, you guys have to keep your mic mute as you're not talking. Okay. আচ্ছা আমি এখন একটু ট্রাই করি ফার্স্ট ডে ঝামেলা হচ্ছে নাথিং টু ডু আমি ফোন থেকে yeah Molly can you hear me
Yeah.
okay when you are not talking unmute your mic okay I'll wait for some more people to join today
Okay.
but those who are watching I know it's been a bit kind of hectic to start with due to my sudden poor connection usually I have a good connection so let me tell you that this is a who's this Alwadar? What's your name? Alwadar is not a name. So, we have launched this free platform for speaking practice, and we are testing this out for the first day. And We are going to start discussion, but I'm still waiting because I could not yet share the link properly. I cannot copy it from my phone, and then
Can I try to send you the YouTube link?
yeah, can you
What
please
time?
just send the streaming link, like joining link, to my messenger? Can you copy that?
I haven't been able to see that, but let's see if I could find it because I'm
It's
also
given
trying
in
to
the
access it
comment
on.
box of the
Is this yeah? Is this the
YouTube.
second link with 2 mm? Let me try if that one is the one we should be trying, because the
I
one I
can.
joined. Yeah, let me help you out. Okay, let me help you out. No problem.
Acha, there is another way. Abu, can you hear me?
Oh, good. I've got the latest one for you. Okay, I think I can
Yeah,
help you.
Rida
Hello,
has also
I can
joined.
hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Rida, can you talk?
I can hear each and
Yes,
everyone.
sir.
Good. Initially, I got disconnected due to the bad connection. I'm still trying to share the link. Just give me 1 minute because এটা লিঙ্কটা শেয়ার করলে people will know. আমি শেয়ার করছি. I am sharing.
Okay, the stream link is sent to your inbox, and if you wish to share the link of this stream of YouTube, and you
Okay.
can also share that. I'm sending both, so you can share that on your page as well if you want. Both are in your inbox, Wasif Bhai, so I think we are okay.
Thanks.
Most welcome.
আচ্ছা 1 minute আমি গ্রুপগুলোতে দিয়ে দিচ্ছি then we start talking.
Hey Mahbub, how are you? We spoke last night. We were trying to test the broadcast,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Weren't we?
He was there.
How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, all good, all good.
I wanted to introduce each other, but
We will certainly. Let Wasibhai share the links with the
can you hear
people.
me?
You're clear. Am I clear? Am I kind of breaking up or I'm good?
Oh no, it's perfectly clear.
Excellent. Okay. Moli, how are you? I'm Ashik, by the way. Will be introduced shortly.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, Molly, introduce yourself.
So
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So what do you do, Moli? You study?
Uh, yeah, I'm a student. I was an SSC candidate, so my results is not out yet.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck. That's really
But
bad.
I
But
can hear
anyways,
her.
hmm. Sorry. Yeah, Mahbub, what do you
I'm
do?
sharing.
Hello,
Yeah,
can
Mahbub,
you
what
hear
do you
me,
do?
Hello.
Ashik brother?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
I'm sharing the link. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, Mahbub, what do you do? By the way, what do you do? Are you a student or you work?
Okay, let me say. I completed my study from madrasa, you know,
Good.
and now I'm working at CILL as a volunteer.
Wow, that's a wonderful thing to do. That this is excellent that you're spending your time volunteering in in one of the organizations which is performing really well and serving students with its highest quality. It's wonderful, and I'm pretty sure that you're learning a lot from Wasif Bhai as you're very close to him, and I'm pretty sure that you're very like he likes you a lot. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
mashallah.
Excellent. Rida Hussain, what do you do? What do you do? Are you a student or you're working?
Mashallah.
Yes, sir. I am a student. I am about to complete my graduation, but basically it was supposed to be finished in April, but
Mhm.
due to the COVID-19, my exam hasn't finished yet. So I am
Yeah.
still a student.
So it's a kind of thing that you are now in trouble. Anyways, everyone in the world is in trouble. You can't help it. Uh, Rida,
Yeah.
one thing I should appreciate that the way you said April. You didn't say April. You said April. Proper pronunciation. That was good.
Yes. In the meantime, wait. Mr. Firoz has joined, and
Yeah.
he's also one of the former learners of CIL. Welcome, Mr. Firoz. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Acha. When you talk, then you unmute your mic like I can hear you now. But when you don't talk, keep your mic mute. This way we can avoid noise. For example,
Okay.
you can see there is a mic option. You can mute this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Rido was asked a question, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I answered that one.
he already responded. No problem. Um, All right, Wasibhai, now the control is with you, so you can, however you want to proceed. You want to take this forward, please go ahead. I'm
Thank you.
gonna mute myself for now.
Thank you. It took a long time because it's the first day. I had to check everything. Probably it will be smoother from the next day.
Inshallah.
And those who will be joining later, or those who will be watching later, will know that this is a program SIL has decided to keep going with every night at 11:30 p.m. during Ramadan, and there will be new schedule after Ramadan. And this is also going to help people because it's a completely free platform, and people are staying at home, but they should do something. So speaking practice is the best way, one of the best ways to spend your time at home, I think. So let's start. I will be the moderator of this program, and Ashik Bhai is there. He is also one of the English language trainers in Bangladesh, who's running his own organization, and others are learners, of course. And basically, I'm going to give you a topic now, okay? And each of you will be allowed to talk about the topic for probably 1 or 2 minutes. I'm not going to find a lot of mistakes, even if you're making a lot of mistakes. The purpose is not to stop you every time you speak. We will allow you to speak freely without bothering about the mistakes. But after that, I, along with Ashik Bhai, might give you a few tips, but not talking about every mistake you make. Okay? So the purpose is to
Okay.
give you a platform where you feel free to say anything, but in a organized and polite way. There should not be any use of any bad words or anything. Okay, so let's start. The topic for today is the time that you're spending now. How is it different from the other normal times due to corona? I hope my question or topic is clear. I'm also writing in the chat box, the live chat box. How is the time you are spending now different from other normal times? That means, I mean, due to Corona, we are spending different time, right? Spending time in a way which is quite different from other normal times that we used to have before. How is it different? Who wants to go first?
Okay, I can go, sir.
All right, Ridoy. Yes.
Okay, so I think the difference is not quite that much because I think that I am spending the same time as I did before because the thing that I am doing, I did the exactly same thing when the situation was normal. I read in my home and I watch movies or TV shows on my laptop or mobile and the thing that I cannot do right now is I cannot hang out with my friends or I cannot visit my relatives home. So that's the thing I'm missing right now. But except that, I think the difference is not that much big. And the other thing that I'm missing that my network connection is really causing trouble right now these days. But back in the day when the situation was normal, I wasn't experiencing this sort of problem. So I think that that's the change that have been changed right now.
Okay, it's a very good speech. I'm going to give you a little feedback. It was good. 99% was accurate. But like you said, things have been changed. Rather than making it passive, you can say things have changed. You don't need to make it passive. Number
Okay.
one. Number two, please note those who are watching now or later. Uh, he also, when he talked about the past thing, like uh, when it was normal time, I used to have a better network connection. He used past auxiliary. When it was a normal time, I used to use or I used to have. So that is the basic difference between past and present. When you're talking about your current situation, you use present form continuous. When you're talking about past, you use past form. Okay, who's next on the same topic? Okay, Molly, did you hear the topic or you got disconnected? Molly, can you hear? I think she's having a difficult.
I think Mr. Firoz needs to be
Hello.
unmute
Yeah. Okay,
because
first
he's
Mr.
trying to
I
Firoz,
can
talk.
get you.
then
Yeah,
Molly.
yeah. Mr. Firoz, you need to unmute yourself.
Okay,
You can
you,
also unmute him if I'm
Mr.
not wrong.
Firoz, your mic is mute. Apna mic ta
I
mute
can
karo.
get you. Your voice keeps cracking up.
It's good.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Firoz,
I
Mr.
got
Firoz.
disconnected. That's why I could not hear what was the topic.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Mr. Firoz, আপনার mic unmute করতে হবে। আপনি কিন্তু কথা বলছেন আমরা শুনতে পাচ্ছি না। We can't hear you. Yeah, now, yeah. You are
Um,
unmuting and then again you are muting yourself. Unmute, please. Don't click twice. Click once. Press once. You are mute again. No, I think you should work on that. Keep trying. Molly, go ahead. Did you hear the topic?
I can't hear you well. I think my Wi-Fi connection is not that good. and your
Do
voice keeps
one thing.
cracking up.
Do one thing. You use your mobile network, or if you like from most network,
I
you
think
can.
I'll just rejoin because I can't understand any of it that you're talking about.
Okay, we can hear you
Can I
though.
just rejoin?
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Firoz, can you try to unmute yourself?
I think, sir, rejoin
Okay.
will not work because I did the same thing, but it didn't cut it because Wi-Fi connection is really causing trouble. Maybe the authority is not taking necessary measures to fix it up.
The thing is that we are doing a lot of things like the developed countries. The difference is the connection. You
Yeah.
see, no matter how hard you try, you have to get stuck
And
somewhere.
the thing, like, yeah,
Anyway,
the thing, like, other people are also using this network. We can't
Mute.
help that. Now you're on mute, Mr.
Yeah.
Firoz.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, Mr.
Uh,
Firoz. Now, can
again, he's back on mute.
Actually,
yeah, you are back.
yes,
You
yes.
are
Can
back.
you hear everyone? Can you hear everyone?
Yes,
We
now
can.
it's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Start.
At first, Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Salam.
My name is Samuel Firoz. I'm a stray in Motijil, and I'm a private job holder actually.
Okay.
So what my today's topic is present situation from last 2 months or 3 months, which was happened at right now. Actually, my observation is the pandemic situation is very critical all over the world, and I think, and we don't know how to recover and how to release and how to escape at that situation. But all over the world try to solve the problem, collect the new idea to resolve the vaccine or other things actually. But our Bangladeshi people, I think, including me, we have faced lots of problems, lots of issues actually. At first, I face our all over private section or government office already open, but our local transport vehicle is not available. It's major problem I think
Okay.
at this moment. And
All right.
second issue is actually it's related to government. You don't mind, but I my observation is we discuss about the uh, team actually.
Mhm.
Government declared textile industries or some other industries are open. Market is open, but transport and local vehicle not open actually. So how can people survive or move one place to another place?
Okay.
And second issue is corona symptom is headache, flu, or many two or three things actually. But flu, fever, and headache also including a typhoid
Mhm.
or dengue. But my relative, my someone, I have already shared Wasi sir. He knows already. Um, we stay in Motijil. Our another 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 sir colleague এর ইংরেজি কি হবে বা প্রতিবেশী neighbor
Wait.
another neighbor already attacked corona positive, and he's doing a uh, doctor. At that moment, our building is locked down, and we are also locked down at, at this moment. But uh, another people and others people are suffering at that situation. We don't move another
Okay.
any place, one place to another place
Yeah,
actually.
that will be enough. Thank you. I will add you for some more conversations. Keep stay
Okay, okay,
online.
okay.
But a little feedback on your performance. I think you are averagely fluent, confident enough to talk, but there are some issues. Mr. Firoz, you can mute your mic now. আপনি শুধু শুনতে পাবেন।
Okay.
But there are some issues. Some grammar issues are definitely there in your speech. For example, when you were talking about current situation, you say I am stay or which was happened. So So you should say I stay or I am staying, right? Or we are facing, not we are face. You cannot use auxiliary verb and present form of verb at the same time. Amizar means ing. We are facing. I'm staying. Or we face. I stay. Then which was happened? You should say which happened. There's some other singular plural issues, but you are talking. That's the best part. Now coming over to Mowli, I think she has got
Just,
her
just
connection
want
back.
to add one thing, Wasif bhai.
Yeah.
Just want to add one thing that we should be careful about the stay and live thing. If we stay somewhere for a certain period of time, like we stay in a hotel, we stay somewhere. Like if we if we travel somewhere, then we should be using stay. But as you live in Motizila, or you live in a colony, or you live in somewhere, so your house, wherever you live there, you don't stay. Okay, staying and living has different definition. So if you can distinguish that, that's a small thing, and there are some pronunciations. But Wasiba, you have cracked the right thing that he's actually talking, which is good, and been able to communicate. That
Right.
was good.
Now over to Mowli. Right.
Okay.
So you got the topic, Mowli.
What topic is it?
Uh, how different is the time now compared to the time we had during the normal time? Like we're having a different time due to Corona. How different is it for you?
Yeah, it's very different because I had to go to school regularly and I had to go out, and now I have to stay in home and do like I especially just use my phone and laptop and watch movies and series. But at that time, I had to do some schoolworks or homeworks, and my teacher and I had some private tutors who came in my home, so I had to study. And now in my free time, I don't like I can't figure out what to do.
Okay. All right. So you see, like she's quite fluent and good enough with good pronunciation and accent. And also, the good news is that she's one of our learners, of course, at CILL. So basically, we are the people we are having today. There are CILL learners. Yeah, one of our trainers, Sayyid Mufassir Shorab, is in the waiting section. I will add him after some time. Stay in the waiting section. Shorab. So Moli was saying, like, in the past, before I had schools, I had to go to schools or something. So again, you see, this is a lesson. Those who are watching, that when you talk about past, don't mix up. If you say in the past I have to, that will be a serious mistake. Silly but serious. And then when she's talking about now, she said, I can't go out, or I cannot think about anything I can do, something like that. Okay. So, okay, adding the next person. Maximum we can have 6 people,
We
including
can have
me. So
six.
Shorab
Yeah.
is in this training section. No problem. As I said, Ami, by
I
the
think
rule
now
is
is
that.
my
Okay, Mahbub, go on. Okay. Yeah, I have added Shorab now because I think Mr. Firoz has left, or he understood that there is a space needed. Shorab, can you hear us? Shorab, I think he has a connection problem too, because most of us are living in rural areas now. Okay,
Yeah, I
Mahbub.
can hear. I think you can hear me as well. Thank you, sir, for adding me.
Yes, good. Let
Yeah,
me
can
introduce.
you hear me? I can
Yeah,
hear you.
yes. Said Mufassir
Yes,
Ali,
I'm
Shorab.
using my mobile data, so I beg my pardon if you can't hear me or I can participate properly.
Now I can hear you clearly, but I think your connection is slow, so it comes later. So
Yeah.
Mufassir Ali Shorab is one of our English language trainers at SIL. He is basically the one of the oldest in the sense that has worked the longest time, not according to age. He is one of the oldest trainers at SIL, doing
That's
a
good.
good job. Has joined. So sometimes there might be like when I cannot be available, he might be moderating the session. Anyways, coming back to Mahbub now, who wants to talk about the time now he's spending compared to the past. Yes, Mahbub.
okay. So first of all, I would like to First of all, I would like to thank you for adding me. Okay, and if I talk about 2 months earlier, and we used to do PT class as well, and sometime we to spend with you. I spend time with you, basically, and I think the situation, pandemic situation of Corona, we drifted apart our relationship because most of the time I engaged with you. Okay, and I missed my class. I am traveling my network issue, and I live in my village, and there is a network issue, and I wanted to add online classes as well, but due to poor connection, I did not attend any classes. And basically, if I talk about the Ramadan, and Ramadan is a most important thing for me because during Ramadan I recited Holy Quran all the time, and whenever I get single time, I try to speak with Ridha Bhai. Okay, because I did not attend my classes, and in a day I speak with Ridha by 1.5 hour for increasing my speaking level, and that's it.
Okay. Okay, good. So my feedback
And I am
on your speech is
so excited because I have a purpose, and I would like to go to class. And now I am doing PT.
yeah, you're having some connection problem, Mahbub. So my feedback on your speech is like you are fluent, good, confident, but you have a tendency to mix a little past and present. For example, you're saying uh, during Ramadan, I recited. It should be I recite. It's a habit that you grow in Ramadan. And also, I didn't do class now. It should be I don't do class now. There's some other mistakes like I would like to thank, not thanks. I miss spending time. I engaged, you said. It should be I was engaged. But overall, it's a good speech, fluent. Well done. Okay, before I move to Rido, I would like to ask Said Mufassir to say something about the Corona time he's spending and anything you would like to say. Saurabh, can you hear? Saurabh, I think he has a serious problem as well with the connection.
But your one got better. It's a good thing that good sign that your one got better.
Yes,
So yeah, it takes a little while to actually speeding up.
right.
Um,
Over to then Rido now. Ashik bhai, do you have any comments on Mahbub?
Actually, I had to cut out of this broadcast because my kid was actually calling me, and there's an obligation to our kids to go out in between anything, so I had to move out. But Mahbub's thing, like he's very confident, which is good. I actually admire the fact that whoever is joining are is confident. This thing is very much needed for us to actually improve our learning. Whatever practice we do, whoever we are talking to, even they're in kind of it's a kind of what should I say? It's a live broadcast, and they're not hesitant. Regarding Molly,
Right.
the thing like she was actually structuring her talk in small sentences, which was good. She wasn't extending or she
Yeah.
wasn't actually taking long sentences. I'll be asking you one question, Wasibai, after Rido's talk. One question, and
Okay.
your
Rido?
audience
Yeah,
should know about that as well. Yeah.
sure. Ah, Rido. Rida?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
think Sir
I'll
Rido is already
yeah,
talked.
Rida is
yeah, yeah.
already talked. Yeah,
But
Rida already talked.
yeah, but wait, I'll suggest you guys to keep your videos on because it's a YouTube live conversation. So if people can see you, that will be a YouTube style, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, Rida.
but I thought that as I have switched my mobile data, so it's showing that it's consuming lots of data.
And the connection is
So
gone.
that's why
It's
I
fine.
turned off my video so that it can cut down on the amount of consuming.
Consumption. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I know, but still we should try to keep it. Otherwise, it will be
Yeah,
like an audio podcast. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Rida.
Sir, you wanted to ask me something.
So you have the topic. You have the topic. How are you spending your time at this moment compared to the normal
Oh.
time you had before?
Okay, so at that time I missed out something as I was in Dhaka, so I was a student of CIL, so I was doing class, but right now I am not able to do the class, so I am missing that as I am a candidate of IELTS. So I think if I could do that in there, so I could have learned something new and much better because online class is here in my area the network connection is that not that much good. So that's why if I could attend in person, so I could have learned much better compared to the right time. So that's what I'm missing right now. And as I was in Dhaka, so I was able to visit many places in Dhaka, but right now I am not being able to do so. So that's what I'm missing. Besides, everybody is in a in a in a situation that is not good, so we are fearing of many unpleasant things, so and we are not being able to sleep at night quietly because there are lots of trouble in our brain that is causing what will the situation bring to us we may have suffered many things, so that's why we are having some troubles in here, and I don't think that how much it will last, so that's it.
Okay. Okay. For now, I'm removing Mahbub for now because Iqbal would like to join. Okay, Mahbub. And then if the slot is free, I'll reconnect.
Okay.
Okay, Mahbub. So yeah, Iqbal is here. He is again uh, one of the professional English language trainers in Bangladesh, and he is here to join us. And yes, currently we have a limitation of adding 5 people with me, but after a few days, once we go pro, we will have unlimited numbers. But still, that time we will add probably maximum 10 people at the same time. Otherwise, it will be chaotic. And there is also connection issue as well. Okay, I think uh, yeah, Mufassir got lost his connection, so I can add Mahbub back. Acha, I think someone's. Acha, keep your mic mute. Okay, Iqbal, we were discussing the current time, the Corona time, compared to the past we had. So it's in the past we had the normal time. Now it's a kind of an abnormal time. What do you think about it?
Yes, we are. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay. Abnormal time in the sense that the kind of life we are leading right now is not really usual to us. It's not a virtual life we're habituated to lead in a way, I can say. So, yeah, it's abnormal. Face to face is face to screen now, as I am talking to you right now. It used to be face to face before. So many other changes are there, of course, and that's not something expected or even very much welcoming to us.
I'd like to add something with
Okay.
Iqbal Bhai, Wasif Bhai. The thing, like, if we say we haven't expected the situation, it's fine. But trust me, the things that we have tried, maybe I've learned new things in these days. The last couple of
Oh
weeks,
yes.
I've looked into new stuff. Today, I've done something very new for the first time. I painted this room by
Wow,
myself.
that's
So
something.
something I tried for the
Wow.
first. I did. Now, if I tell
Can
you,
you show the paint color?
no, that's the kind of regular color. But the thing, it was kind of my kids did the wall painting and stuff. It was really really rusty and it looked really really not nice. So the wall is now with kind of it's now in good shape to go live even by trying different sides of the room. So I can do that. I was actually struggling while I was trying to teach students or going live. I was struggling with the kind of walls or something. I didn't want those to be visible in my videos or live sessions. It's really not. I wasn't happy about this, so I had to do it. So something I did which was new, and I have enrolled myself in two courses. We have launched a new course as well. So something that we are doing something new, even though we are stuck inside the houses or we have not been able to go for face-to-face meeting. The virtual life is something that we should be exploring as well because the first world moved on 10 years ago. And Iqbal Bhai, I'm pretty sure you will be accepting the fact that the international people have already moved on regarding with this kind of facility of online learning or virtual learning. Um, Before I close, Wasim, I wanted to ask one thing to you, and also as Iqbal Bhai is here, to both of you, that how translating from Bangla can help someone to speak English or speak English fluently like a native. Like long sentences, I've seen teachers teaching people how to translate long Bangla sentences into English and how this thing can help somebody to learn English.
Okay. Well, translation doesn't directly help in learning. It helps in other ways, though. For example, translation is a different genre. Like if you do translation or if you practice translation, it will give the skill of a translator who's able to translate from Bengali to English or English to Bengali. It helps in learning English to some extent, but it's not really it helps in learning, it's helps in improving English. But if you are talking about the usual way of learning English, especially for speaking, translation doesn't help. Speaking is a different thing where you have to generally improve your English skill and then try to talk. Exactly, this is the thing we are doing right now, right? We
Absolutely.
don't talk, we just think that we have to talk, but we don't talk. You have to talk. And as I said, also in as for translation, it might help you improve your insight into the language. That is a technical answer. It will improve your insight into the language, like Bengali, English, the target language. But it cannot formally improve your English unless
Absolutely.
you read, you watch movies, or you read and then you learn English in an organized way, probably in a center or whatever it is, in a guided way.
So
So that is
it can be language learning, not language acquisition.
absolutely yes. Or
Right.
it can you say you can language improvement, like
Improvement.
or you get an insight. Okay, so let's move to a more general topic because I'm going to now ask questions to some of our participants here. A few questions, just question answer, right? So I'm going to start with Mowli. Can you hear me, Mowli?
Yeah,
Usual questions. So tell me, Mowli, what is your favorite color?
I have a couple favorite colors. I think black and pink.
Black and pink. Is there any specific reason for you to, Mr. Rajib? I've added you by removing Mahbub. So after, can you keep your mic mute? When you talk, then you unmute and talk. Can you hear me, Mr. Rajib? We are going to finish the live in 5 minutes, though.
Yes, I can
Okay,
hear.
Mowli, tell me, is there specific? Good. So another member has joined, Mr. Rajib Paul. Once again, he is also a learner at CILL, doing his PTE to go abroad. Okay, Mowli, is there any specific reason for you to like pink or, as you said, black or something?
I used to love Pink since I was a child, and then I don't think there's any specific reason behind it, but I think I used to watch Barbie cartoon a lot, so I used to like Pink most.
Okay, what's your hobby?
Calligraphy and doing some cartoon drawings like anime, and listening to music, watching TV
What kind of
series.
music do you listen to? Who's your favorite singer? I know though.
I love, I love pop genre music, and I'm a fan of Justin Bieber.
Yes, she's a fan of Justin Bieber. Okay.
Indeed.
Over to Mr. Rajiv. Can you hear me? Okay, he'll be back. So over to Ridoy. Who's your favorite actor in Bangla drama or cinema?
Okay, when it comes to Bengali drama, then I'd say my favorite actor is Apurva. I like watch most of his TV shows, but don't like every single one of them.
Okay. Why do you like Opera? Is there any specific reason for that?
I can't say that, but I like him. I don't know the exact reason, but I like him and I like to watch his dramas, but nothing special.
The most like the
Okay.
exciting expressions. It's
I
interesting.
identified one problem in your sounding. Like you said, was. Can you pronounce again?
Okay,
Watch.
which one? Watch.
You said, yeah, you said I like to was, which should be I like to watch. You know that, but I think it's your habit. Okay, Mr. Rajiv, আপনার mic কিন্তু mute, unmute করে কথা বলতে হবে. Okay, now I'm asking my friend Iqbal some questions about himself. Can you hear me, Iqbal?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
Fasil,
sure.
go ahead, please.
Okay, Iqbal, what is the best thing you like to do in your day-to-day life, or your most favorite activity?
My most favorite activity is actually reading some articles that relates to my discipline of work, at the same time human psychology.
Interesting. Can you share your knowledge about any specific aspect of human psychology you find interesting, making it easier for the audience?
Of course. Uh, no, I think audience will actually understand what I'm going to say. It relates to my work as well as a trainer and teacher. I think self-reflection is a very important practice we need to have. There's one practice in some religious sects as well, that suppose I have spent a whole day, and then when it's night, I'm alone and undisturbed by someone else in the house. I sit down for 10 minutes and I think about the day. What have I done so far until this moment since the time I woke up? So I identify in the practice what have I done good today and I want to continue that. Then I identify, more importantly perhaps, what was not so good that happened by me today and that I shouldn't do. And the most important, maybe even more important, is to take action against what I found not so good. So if I think that I misbehaved or inappropriately behaved with anyone, maybe I should go back and say sorry tomorrow, which I actually did several times at one point of time. And trust me, it really, really feels good, because when you do something like self reflection in the long term, say experimentally even for 1 month, at the end of the month you kind of start feeling the kind of developments or changes that happen inside you as a person every next morning or every next end of the day. That's a very important thing, because suppose someone is asking me, how much do I know about myself? I actually, if I have the practice of self reflection, I can actually say something substantial, because I do get to know about my inner being, who I am, by this kind of conscious practice. We do it subconsciously, but that does not really give us the self knowledge that we need. But when you do something like this consciously as a daily practice, it is very helpful, because maybe the best thing we can do as a person being born and maybe dying someday at one point is elevate myself, improve myself as a person from the point when I was born till the last moment I'm dying. I think the greatest achievement as a human is to elevate yourself, improve yourself to a better human ground than defining success in any other way.
All right, great insight. But the regular audience will find it quite difficult to decipher the meaning, true meaning.
Sorry
Anyways,
about that.
over to Mr. Rajiv. Can you hear me, Rajiv Paul?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to
I
ask
can hear.
you a few simple questions. Mr. Rajiv, can you tell me where you live? Mr.
Oh,
Rajiv,
I'm living on my missing.
you're living in Mymensingh. So, can you say something about your profession?
Oh, sure. Uh, I'm uh,
Yes.
I'm yeah. Uh, Something is nervous in at this moment. Actually,
You're
it's a live
nervous.
program.
It's okay. It's
Yeah, yeah.
okay. I mean, don't worry about your mistake. Just start. Say a few sentences, one or two, like what you do, what's your profession.
Okay, 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 okay. Actually, I'm doing the job. Power plant. My the power plant name is Vialatex Group. At is a concern of group of Midland
Mhm. All right. Okay. So, can you say,
power
uh,
plant.
yeah, what,
It's a 25 250 megawatt. It's a power plant. It's a
all right. There is a connection problem with you as well, right? Okay. Thank you, anyways. I'm going to finish now. Before that, Ashik Bhai, would you like to say something for today? We are trying
Uh,
to keep it as long
it's a
as
wonderful.
possible.
No, it's a wonderful opportunity. As this is the first day, I think the audience, like the viewers, were not the number of viewers were not satisfactory, or um, don't feel down. It's a kind of thing that it's a
Yeah,
continuous process.
I'll keep it
Yeah,
continuing.
please,
Definitely.
please, please do that. Please do that. I'll be very happy to join in, maybe in alternative days, and your students should be getting opportunities to talk to you. The way you give feedback, it's a wonderful thing for them to actually learn. If they reflect it, as our Iqbal Bhai was saying, self-reflection. Whatever you give feedback as feedback to them, if they take it and practice at home, it will work. And
Yeah.
trust me, guys, you have a wonderful teacher.
So yeah, we will keep it going no matter what. I don't care how many people come.
Excellent.
I used to,
Excellent.
as I said, I used to do it long back in 2016, where initially there were a few people, but people started finding it interesting. So I'll keep doing it. But yeah, let's see how we can go about it. We'll think about some other ways. Like one more thing before I finish. Like in almost every day episode, I'll try to bring in at least one person who is someone who knows English properly, or who's good in English, or someone who has scored quite a good IELTS score, or someone who's living abroad, or someone
Mhm.
who is a top level professional, so that other people can get a good insight from them. So
Absolutely.
one of the people like them will be here in every class. So let's finish it, right? Let me just
Yep.
first finish the broadcast.
Sir, I
Okay.
have a question. Give me one
Yes.
minute.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Mahbub.
So I would like to know how can we learn new vocabulary. Okay. And if I talk about my style, I try to whenever I get an unknown vocabulary, I try to know from Oxford Dictionary, okay, and I try to read the gist of the vocabulary. Like if I talk the one reconstructive, reconstruct, to build or make something again that has been damaged or no longer existed. And this is the way. So is it right way to increase my new vocabulary, or is it right way to learn new vocabulary?
It's fine, but you cannot memorize a whole dictionary. But definitely, you should use a dictionary. How? as I said, keep reading books or newspaper, and then accumulate your vocabulary words, unknown words from there, from the real life source,
Sir. Okay.
right? And then look for the meaning of those words in the dictionary. You can keep a note and then
Okay.
review those words you've learned. Okay. Okay, then
Absolutely.
I'm going to finish now the broadcast.
And sir,